One of the main reasons I reached out to you and asked you to come on the podcast is, well, first of all, I found out that you lived in Japan, which is great. Very convenient for us because we only let in-person guests come on.
Yeah.
And two, obviously, there was some massive recent news
Yes.
at the time of recording. This will be published a lot later. And I kind of want to get into the most recent history. And obviously, if people who are the Christry.
Come on now.
sorry.
Every time we say Christry, Gino's like, fuck.
Part of you dies inside.
Must be like whiplash. Like we said, there was a very big news, and I guess let's talk about the very recent history. Sorry,
There you go. You got it.
About it, because I think the viewers who don't know anything will be intrigued, or viewers who do know will want a little recap, maybe.
Yeah.
So what would you say is like the very recent, where it began, I guess, or where the arc or whatever, if you will.
So this all started at the end of July of this year when a certain phone call was leaked, like a Discord voice chat, was leaked between Chris and a certain female party. A real female, by the way.
An actual female.
Yeah.
Who was actually obsessed with Chris, right?
That's a different female.
Okay.
Right.
There was someone who genuinely wanted to be with Chris.
Yes.
Who was in this group. Is that correct?
Yes. There was, but this is a very disgusting female. Troublesome female, and they were chatting away, and Chris revealed very casually how their recent development in their relationship with their mother was going, and how it started, and how
when did this development start?
I guess June or July of this year, as far as we know.
Right.
Yeah, Chris was exploring their mother's body. And
this is actually sickening to
It's
me.
so disgusting.
it's
so disgusting.
It's quite crazy.
But I remember when it started, everyone was like, please say psych.
Yeah.
Please say this is a joke. I remember that even the Kiwi Farms members were like, no, I'm sure there's a mistake.
Yeah. What was originally leaked was a 4.5 minute edit of the call, which was very heavily edited, which originally removed all mentions of the female party in the call, so you didn't hear her at all. So it sounded very fake and edited. So we thought maybe like
They've been stitched together.
spliced together to make it sound like that. But no, later at another point, like a 9-minute call was leaked with the full context, and no, Chris was actually doing this apparently.
Jeez.
I was hoping that Chris was like astral projecting and like maybe in their mind having intercourse with their mother in Quickville.
You just wanted to justify
like
it in any way that made it not
Please
real.
not be real.
Of course.
I know I saw that argument quite a bit when the news first broke out, because the whole thing of Chris, with the whole Quickville thing being, almost in this delusional world, right? So I think the biggest argument was that they just imagined that they did stuff with their mother, but in reality we have no proof, kind of thing, other than this call, obviously. But
yeah, Chris was talking about how at first she said no. And how she was very confused. But then apparently Chris satisfied her in a way that their father never could.
It's you can't make this up. It's so fucked.
I actually feel physically sick.
Yeah, I do. I feel
Like,
it's disgusting.
This is like
This is the
every
most
bone
disgusting
in my,
episode.
Like every bone in my body. Like I think this is the worst and the most.
I definitely feel we need to put a disclaimer at the beginning of this episode.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Because and what's more messed up is that this all came out of Chris's mouth as well. Like, this wasn't paraphrasing or anything. This was like their voice.
It was how proud I think Chris sounded. It was very disturbing.
Yeah.
And how almost happy they were was very disturbing.
Yeah.
And it was just, for every time you feel that Chris understands social norms or understands the situation, there's just another one that slaps you in the face where you're like, Chris has no understanding of what the fuck is right or wrong, I feel.
I feel like I've heard serial killer stories that are less disturbing than some of the stuff I've heard right now. Like this is just going like so many stages beyond what is even like comprehensible of what a human mind can do. It's
if someone wrote this in a story, they would be like, unrealistic.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
This is bullshit. This is so stupid.
Yeah.
No one would ever do this.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's just so sad. And then also, Chris later is Chris currently in prison or in jail?
Currently in jail, yes, because
Rightly so.
Yeah,
For incest charges, I believe.
for incest charges, yes, because over 200 people called the local police department after that call was leaked, and Chris and their mother were actually first separated. Chris had to find some other form of accommodation for a while their mother was being checked in a health center, and yeah, Chris was at a hotel, and there were lots of people outside the hotel recording and taking pictures and like waiting for a celebrity to come out of the door.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Yeah,
It
like
was
the
so
trolls
fucking-
immediately found where
Yeah.
they were staying, right?
It's just disgusting, these trolls doing
Yeah.
this. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, what? This is not something to like try and get a scoop of.
Yeah.
Like, this is
Exactly.
just tragic.
And then the police came around, and Chris was arrested publicly in front of everyone. And then Chris said that the merge was happening, like the merge of dimensions of cartoon and reality were happening. And I was like, Chris doesn't realize what they're getting into.
No,
Yeah, I mean, I actually, because, when I saw the news break out, and I think there was a guy who was live streaming the entire
Yes.
thing, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
And-
it's another lolcow, if you will.
So one of the lolcows was live streaming the arrest of Chris.
And these guys seem so pathetic.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely pathetic human being. But because the guy was shouting at Chris like a fucking paparazzi. You know what I mean? Like, how do you feel? Like, what's going on in your mind right now? And of course, Chris is.
Chris is like smiling, very jovial throughout this whole
But
arrest.
what's so disturbing is that throughout that entire time where Chris is talking about, the dimensions merging and that they have, like Sonic Chew and Rose Chew in their presence or whatever they were saying, the entire time, again, they were smiling. Like, they have no idea how much shit they're actually
Wonders,
in
like,
right now.
did Chris understand what being arrested?
I don't even think Chris understood what was happening.
Also, I believe they were like plugging their channel as well while he was.
God.
Well, I think they were plugging their channel
Probably,
while
yeah.
Chris was
Something like that, yeah.
They were plugging their channel a lot of places. It's just like, what are you guys doing?
There was so much wrong with that live stream.
Yeah.
Kind of just want to bleach my ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Listening to all this
Yeah.
now. Like,
It was really hard to sit through the footage, but
Yeah.
my God, it was insane.
As fucked as it is, it's also super fucked the sheer amount of people that are trying to just milk this for content.
Yeah.
A lot of people just, were making really terrible clickbait videos that were like 10 minutes that didn't include anything and would just put Chris's name in the title because it was a hot topic.
Of course.
And I believe you actually you announced a hiatus
Yes.
after this happened.
Yeah, I was actually originally planning a hiatus anyway after part 60 came out, but in light of these events, I thought 59 is close enough. So I released 59, I guess, as scheduled, maybe a day after the arrest or so. And then I did a hiatus stream saying, I'm going on break until next year. See you around.
Yeah.
Is this
Yeah.
because of the allegations?
Yeah, because I want things to cool down. I don't want to take advantage of the situation, so I'll back away for a bit. Yeah.
I mean, props to you.
Yeah, super commendable.
It'd be very easy to be like, you know what? This is probably the highest search terms, the best SEO for Chris Chan right now. It's everywhere. Every video about Chris Chan's getting 1 million views. I could just pump it out right now and get 2 mil. But props to you, man. I do.
That's big boy move right there.
yeah.
You won a lot of respect points from me for doing that. This must have been a tough call. I'm sure a lot of people were like, no, release the next part.
Yeah.
Tell us about all the details.
Actually, most people were very understanding.
Really?
Yeah, actually, they was very surprised.
I mean, I guess from the seriousness of the situation, right?
Well, yeah, when it happened, did you get like a barrage of messages and emails?
I did, yes. They're slowed down for now, yeah, but I probably did get 200 or 300 Twitter DMs saying, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
No.
It's like
sorry for your loss.
it's like a personal loss, like a family member or something.
Right.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Is this the end then? Do you think this is the end of the story?
It's a very quiet part of the story, at least.
Right.
But yeah, since Chris is in prison now, or in jail actually, awaiting trial in September, I believe.
Yeah.
There's nothing coming out of Chris. Nothing at all. So it's very quiet. It's just speculation and discussion.
I do hope because in courthouses in America you can just turn up, can't you? If you're
You can turn up, but I believe there's laws against recording.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't record. Yeah, I'm
You can
pretty sure,
you
but-
can write an account of what happened.
I
later
somehow
on,
have
but
the feeling that we'll get some audio recording.
I somehow have a feeling
Yeah.
that the trolls are going to find a way.
They're gonna find a way.
Yeah.
It's going to be so sad. This is already discussing enough. The last thing you want is like 20 trolls in the courthouse just like giggling away, watching this all go down.
Horrible.
I don't know. It's
Don't be that guy.
This is the why this whole thing I say is a cesspit, because anyone involved with this in most capacity is a piece of shit.
Right, like both parties are just as
You're
horrible
good.
as
You're
one
good. I'm sorry. There are a lot of people who are out there trying to take advantage in any single way they can to get a quick buck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just, it's just nuts. The more I think about it, I'm just like, this would be the greatest told fictional story of all time. And then you remember
Horror story.
nothing is fictional about this.
I think the most horrible thing about this is that this is real.
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
This is actually like this actually happened.
Yeah.
And this happened in real life, and it's just so well documented.
And it's just like all these events, when you hear them separately, they sound like, like that would
It would be
already
the worst moment of somebody's life.
Right.
If
Yeah.
most of
Somebody's
these-
like one of those things. And to think that all came from one person.
Yeah, that's why I think, people say most documented person in history. I don't think that's correct. I think it's just the most embarrassing documentation of someone in history.
Right.
No one has taken as many L's as
Yeah.
Chris. No one has self-given that many L's.
Right.
Like the sheer amount of disturbing stuff that has been self-documented.
Yeah.
Serial killers haven't reached this level of fucked up stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
We've had serial killers with more class than some of the stuff that Chris has been doing, which is worrying to say.
Yeah. Honestly.
And I again, like the whole situation is very sad.
Yeah.
And I've never wanted somebody to lose access to the internet more than Chris at many points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you just sometimes you see people online and you just think you should not have any kind of internet presence at all. And I think this is just the worst example of just like everything that can go wrong and everything that has gone wrong.
Yeah, when I
will
found
go
out
wrong.
when I found out that Chris had a Twitter, I was like, oh no. Oh,
This,
no. Why?
I feel like Chris is before this drama happened recently, Chris had been pretty tame online.
Yeah.
Chris had, I think, had actually commented on one of our videos.
What?
I believe so.
Really?
When?
When we spoke about Chris on Trash Taste.
Are you serious?
I believe Chris had actually commented on it, and a very normal comment.
Right.
And Chris had been pretty chill, I'd say. Was pretty calm about
As
most
far as
things.
we know, yes.
Until the shitstorm happened.
Yeah.
It was the calm before the storm.
Right.
Um,